So what's up, guys? I've got a 4th gen mix battle against my friend SquirtleSquad69, or Mark, whatever you want to call him. Now this was an amazing battle. There was a lot of predicting, a lot of switching going on. We rarely ever have close matches. It's always either he sweeps me or I sweep him, or it's like a 4-0 or something like that. So it's really hard to battle. But we've battled so many times, we know each other's playing style, so we predicted a lot in this match. As you can see by our teams, it's 222, 2OU, 2U, 2NU. And let's just get this started here. He's going to lead off with his Starmie, which I'm assuming is either Choice Scarf or Choice Specs. And I'm going to lead off with my Butterfree. Now, I'm just going to go for the Sleep Powder. Even though he does have Natural Cure, I know I'm going to be able to force the switch out, which is great because Starmies are a big threat as a lead. And he tricks me the Choice Specs, and he has a Focus Sash, which is not too bad for a Starmie because they are pretty damn frail. But you'll see later what happens. So he switches into his Primeape, knowing that I'm going to Sleep Powder again, which is an amazing prediction because he has the Vital Spirit, and he's going to be able to get some scouting damage with U-Turn. But I predicted the U-Turn and not going for like the Ice Punch or the Stone Edge because I knew it was really early and he wanted to get some scouting. So he goes back into his Starmie, predicting the Sleep Powder again, which is awesome because he does have Natural Cure. So he's going to be put to sleep again, and now I'm going to predict him not to switch because he's going to predict my Sleep Powder again. So I'm going to go into my Scizor knowing like I can like take this guy down in one U-turn, but he does have the Focus Sash, so he's just going to switch, not wanting to, get down to his Focus Sash, or he forgot that he had one now. But I go for the U-turn to get some scouting, and that's great for me because I'm going to be able to get it on the Sand Slash, and Sand Slash is a pretty bulky poke because, as you can see, a Choice Banded U-turn didn't even do half to it, which tells me he is physically defensive. So I go into my Zoom and I haven't seen his other UU poke, so I'm assuming it might be a Venusaur, just judging on his team so far. So I went for the Ice Punch, predicting him to switch into a Venusaur if he had one. But that is not the case. He just stays in, thinks his rocks are a little more important because he has seen my Butterfree, and Butterfree takes half damage from the rocks. So that was a pretty good move on his part. Now I'm just going to go for the Aqua Jet. I have nothing to hit his Starmie with on this Azumarill. I mean, if I did go for Waterfall, that would have done around half to this Starmie, but not really. So now I'm going to predict him to trick something to Focus Sash because it's broken at the moment. So I'm going to go into my Butterfree, knowing that he's going to trick, and he's going to be able to get his Choice Specs back, but he is going to be locked into the move Trick, so I'll be forcing the switch. So it gives me back my Focus Sash, and I'm going to predict the switch into Primeape, trying to get the Vital Spirit ability again. So I'm going to go for the Stun Spore, and that was awesome. The biggest threat on his team now just turned into the least threat on his team because he's paralyzed. Now everything on my team outspeeds him, and that's awesome. So I go for Protect, seeing what he's going to do, and he gets the Paralyze, so I'm like, wow, that sucks. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn, and predicting the Ice Punch, because there's no way he'd go for Stone Edge if I'm at such low HP, and I kind of figured he'd go for Ice Punch just to take me down, so I switch into Rapidash, which was awesome for me because he does go for the Ice Punch, and I do get the Resist, which is awesome. So now I'm thinking he's obviously going to switch now, so I'm going to go for Mega Horn, predicting the switch into maybe a Heatran or an Arcanine with Flash Fire. So he goes into his Arcanine, which I kind of predicted, and I went for Mega Horn. I mean, either way, it kind of wouldn't have done a whole lot of damage, but that's the best I can do against it. So Mega Horn does actually a pretty decent chunk, I'm going to have to say. But I'm going to stay in just to go for the Toxic, because I'm not sure what type this thing is, if it's bulky, Morning Glory, Choice Banded, Choice Specs, Choice Scarf. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to stay in, try to take the Extreme Speed, which I didn't think he was going to do, but he gets a crit, which didn't matter. I'm pretty sure that would have taken me down anyway. So, god damn it, stupid phone. So anyway, he's just going to go for the Extreme Speed on Lucario, knowing that, well, trying to get some scouting on me because he doesn't know what type of Lucario this is. And you might be thinking that's a really bad move because he's going for Extreme Speed on a Steel-type Pokemon. But what he's doing is actually wearing my Lucario down because now that he's seen the Swords Dance, he knows I'm going to be a physical sweeper. So he's going for Extreme Speed because he probably assumes I am Life Orbed. So he's trying to wear me down with Extreme Speed, knowing to the point where I'm going to kill myself to Life Orb damage, which is an amazing move because now now that I'm at really low HP, I'm at 70, I'm not going to be able to take too many more Life Orb hits. And he goes into a Sand Slash just to get some more Life Orb damage on me, as I just go for extreme speed. I don't really know why I did that, but I just thought it looked cool at the time. So his Sand Slash goes down, getting more Life Orb damage on me. I'm only at 42 HP, so he goes into his Shaman. Now, I'm assuming this Shaman is Choice Scarfed because I don't see leftovers. I don't see, like, Life Orb on him. He could be a berry, like a one that reduces fire or something like that, but I doubt that. And I do see the Air Slash, which kind of surprised me, so I'm assuming he is Choice Scarf because he already had a Choice Specs poke, so I'm assuming this is Choice Scarf at the time. So I go into Hitmonlee knowing that I don't have anything to outspeed it, and I just want to go for the Mach Punch, thinking he might stay in. But he just goes into his knockdown. I think he was predicting the Sucker Punch or something like that. But I go for Mach Punch. That does around half to this Noctowl, which is pretty surprising, actually. I know Noctowls have really horrible, like, defense, but I know they have amazing special defense. So I go into Butterfree as a death fodder here because I wanted to see what he was going to do. If he wanted to Roost Stall me or just go for whatever he wanted to go for. But he just goes for Whirlwind. So that was kind of pretty good for me, actually, because now I get switch advantage. I can go into Hitmonlee. And I'm just going to go for close combat because nothing on his team that I know of at the moment can take a close combat. He thinks his Starmie can take this close combat, but I'm Choice Banded. That's 120 base power, stabbed. There's no way it's living that. At the time, he probably thought he could live that, but he's not going to live it. So with the -1 defense and -1 special defense, he can go into his Shaman, which I'm assuming is Scarfed because it outspeeds my Hitmonlee, and I'm pretty sure Shaman is still faster than Hitmonlee, but if he was a bulky set, I'd outspeed him because I am Jolly. But he goes for Seed Flare, takes me down. And see, I don't see Life Orb or leftovers or anything, so I go into Scizor here. And it's almost GG at this point because I was thinking of going for the U-turn here, but that actually would have hurt me in the long run. So I go for Bullet Punch. He probably predicted the U-turn, went into his Noctowl, but no, I went for Bullet Punch. That's going to take it down. So Scizor is going to get the late game sweep for me. It's going to sweep the rest of his team. He goes into Primeape here. It's paralyzed, so it's not going to be doing a whole lot to my team. I only have a Azumarill and Scizor left anyway, so I go for Bullet Punch. That's going to take the Primeape down, and his final Pokemon is his Shaman, which, even though it is Scarfed, Bullet Punch is priority, so that is going to take it down. Great game, Mark. Hope you enjoyed this match. Give the video a like rating if you liked it. Give it a dislike if you disliked it. Leave a comment on the battle, what you thought of it. I just recently hit 100 subscribers. I'm at like 104, 105 at the time of this. So my 100 subscriber special will be up in a few days, so look forward to that. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.